Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UTSA's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So Navy's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Making side adjustments here. They want to throw it. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. To the air on 1st down. Going deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, midshipman. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The give to the back. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. And the road. Are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They won it all, and that is... Actually what they got. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Navy quick to the line. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's fired. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to take a shot. He's got it for a big play. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give on the counter. Got a little space. Turning it on.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Roadrunners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner is stopped. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense... Physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Jukes his way for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Roadrunners will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Roadrunners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the ground with the back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to pound it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. Running to Green. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis.
And the Roadrunners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Navy offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended.
Every time we speak to defenses before
and here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, midshipman! And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you...
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of it.
Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A full dive to haul that one in. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Navy quick to the line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. Steps away to find some room. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Going to swing it on second down. He wants to go deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has...
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't. Thank you.